Your gray and black fur is showing. Hey, y'all, gravity, any day above ground living. So you already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right, share, like, and subscribe, because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Let's start this off the right way. Shout out to brother Kyrie for standing on your square and not folding, despite what the white supremacists say. But you know, folk, I had to get a piece of this Kyrie Irving interview masterclass on how to stand on your square, and the Inside the NBA decided that they had a problem via Twitter voices of what Kyrie did. But let's get into it, folks, because this is going to be a long one. Pause.
Exchange with Nick Friedel the other night after the game, and look, if he keeps making a big thing out of the word promotion, that is promotion. If on your social media you say, boom, here's a link to this, that tells me, hey, you should watch this.
All right, Ernie Johnson, let's start with you. I'm sure this is not going to be on one of your neato stats of the night, but sir, you're 0 for 1 here. Sir, when you promote something, that means you're actively selling it. Kyrie Irving did not actively sell anything. He put up a link to an Amazon video that was there, which I'm sure other people have put up. Does that mean that they're promoting it? No. It's funny that you didn't mention that Amazon put it up, but that's okay. Sir, you're talking about promotion here. Guess what I found on your Twitter page? Now, ask yourself this, family. Is this promotion? Or did he do what Kyrie Irving did and just put up a link or a picture to something? Here we go. You put this up on August 20th. Cheryl and I were honored to be part of the John Lewis family, even if only for this treasured moment. So you're out here promoting John Lewis. John Lewis, a man who, when he got to Congress, joined the Congressional Black Caucus and did nothing for his people down in Atlanta and did nothing to help black people out here in the greater United States. That man whose last few years were so concerned with getting at Trump than making sure black people were straight. That man. How is this any different from what you're trying to make Kyrie look like the bad guy for? But let's continue.
I was probably one of the first guys on Twitter. And when I realized the power it had, I knew I had to be very responsible. Followers, platform, whatever you call it, I knew I had to be responsible. I try to make people happy. I try to make people smile. My formula has always been the same. 60% to make you laugh, 30% to inspire you, and 10% whatever I'm selling.
All right, Shaq, let's deal with you first. That last part, you said 10% whatever I'm selling. Sir, you took over as spokesman for a company whose CEO was caught on a hot mic saying racist things. So by the logic of what we go on with in this country, in this world, if you are a spokesman for a company whose CEO said racist things, aren't you promoting that company? And don't sit up there and try to tell me, oh, the company changed because they took him out and they moved on. Papa John's, based on its CEO, has a history of being racist. If we're going to go by liberal logic, because this is what you're spitting out here, sir. And also, you're a cop, sir. Last I checked, you were a cop. You were honorary, sergeant or sheriff. Knowing what goes on with black people and the police, you had a platform and a position to more or less say black people need anti-hate legislation. So based on those two subject matters, are you not promoting a certain narrative, even if you're not making it vocal? You already started off cold as hell, but let's continue.
You have to be aware of what you're doing. And you have to be aware that sometimes when you put stuff out, not everybody's gonna like it. Some people are conscious, some people are not. I could tell he's not conscious. He doesn't really care what's going on. But us, I know that the game that we used to love and we promote, it brings people together. And it hurts me sometimes when we have to sit up here to talk about stuff that divides the game. Now we got to answer for what this idiot has done. I stand for equality of all people. I've always been like that. Don't matter what religion, no matter where you're from. I could say shalom, salam alaikum, ni hao, sebon, because that's how I was raised. So I don't really want to sit up here and answer questions for what he's done. If you're looking at me, it's my job to make people happy. I can't speak for him and, answer for what he's doing. It's obviously by his answers and the way he answers, he doesn't really care.
All right, sir. It's fine if you want to be, all lives matter. That's cool. I don't have a problem with that. Do you? If that makes you feel comfortable, that's cool. But, sir, you sat up there and used your entire TV station to promote fights that you had with JaVale McGee. You promoted that, sir. When that whole situation was going down, you could have taken the higher road and not addressed it. You and that man went back and forth for an entire season. So much to the point that your mothers got involved. You were using your social media to get at this man. Or did you conveniently forget that? You were putting up memes on this man. Were you not promoting this beef? But Kyrie Irving puts up a link that anybody could have found on a humbug. And y'all get pissed because it had something to do with the Hebrews and the Jews and the term now Negro. Oops, wait, I'm sorry. I just promoted it. My bad, y'all. Let's continue.
Chuck,
I think the NBA dropped the ball.
in what way?
I think he should have been suspended. I think Adam should have suspended him. First of all, Adam's Jewish. You can't take my $40 million and insult my religion. If you're going to insult me, you have the right, but I have the right to say, no, you're not going to take my $40 million and insult my religion. I think the NBA, they made a mistake. We have suspended people and fined people who have made homophobic slurs, and that was the right thing to do. I think if you insult the black community, you should be suspended or fined heavily, depending. I saw they did the same thing to the kid in Minnesota this year when he made the gay slur. I think you should get suspended or fined. I think him acknowledging the Alex Jones thing should have happened with that too, because that dude's crazy. And I can't believe that we ain't talking about that. We're talking about this idiot. And when you say, if I say, hey, I'm agreeing with this movie, this book or whatever, I'm agreeing with it.
First thing I heard when I heard Charles speak was, what's the matter, boss? We sick? Shout out to El Haj Malik El Shabazz. Charles Barkley, where did Kyrie Irving insult the Jewish community, sir? Now, again, I don't follow this man, so maybe I missed the tweet. But I'm pretty sure if he insulted the Jewish community, he would be on a Kanye West trajectory right now. He would be getting dropped from the shoe company that still promotes him and still carries his products. The makers of the jerseys that the Brooklyn Nets would play say, if he's still on the team, we're not going to provide you with any more jerseys. I'm sure he has other sponsorships that haven't come out and said anything about what he said and how they were going to drop him. So where did he insult the Jewish community, sir? And I love how you brought up that, we suspended players because they said homophobic slurs and if they made insults to the black community, that they should be suspended. Sir, how many insults have you said over the years about the black community, sir? Plenty of times, but you didn't get suspended for it, sir. So let's play this game. Are you in favor of, I don't know, suspending every NBA player who decides to promote rap music that has lyrics that glorify death and destruction to the black community? Are you in favor of that? So we're in favor of limiting free speech and free expression. Now, I don't like death rap music, but I'm just saying they should be allowed to listen to what they want. I mean, I've seen tweets from Ja Morant and LeBron James. LeBron James sat up there for years promoting Jay-Z. Sir, you never asked for him to get suspended. This is why these conversations, these social conversations, should not be anywhere near a basketball conversation. Because once you do that, you're opening doors that you don't need to open doors to. You should not be inviting these conversations onto a platform where you're supposed to be talking about basketball. Now, I know you're going to tell me this is a basketball related story, but if nobody else in the mainstream media made such a big deal about it, and again, these companies aren't doing to Kyrie what they're doing to Kanye, that must mean that even the Jewish community who was the subject of it wasn't that pissed off. But again, y'all letting Twitter dictate how you do your show. Got it. But anyway, let's continue.
Well, firstly, if we're going to take what he says on a Twitter, we have to take everything he says. So if I'm going to take everything he says, I'm going to believe that he doesn't support or any of the views or promote the views of it. He said it right in my face. I have to accept that. So I will believe that. There are people in this world who's done, in their art, have done great things, that have said crazy things, that we still listen to their music, we buy their paintings, we do their things, and you might take an excerpt of that and say, I believe in this. Okay, so I'll take that as it may from Kyrie Irving. But I also believe that the reporter did have a right to ask the question.
Oh, sure.
That's it. So, and that's really where the argument began. You don't have a right to ask me that question. I do believe that, and based on this for Kyrie is that he has put himself as, he says, I'm the voice for some of the speechless when doing the COVID. So now he has transcended from basketball and became an activist politically. So you will ask him that question based on some things that you may read. But I have to believe him also when he tells me, that is, if I'm going to believe parts of it, I have to believe the totality.
You know what?
Hell really froze over, folks. It took a New Yorker from Queens to understand what a Jersey person was saying. Shout out to Kenny Smith for having the most solid, unbiased take on this Kyrie Irving situation. Now, I didn't agree with the last part he said about if I'm going to take parts of it, we got to take the whole of it, or however he said it. Because, Brother Kenny, you just said that if Kyrie says, I don't support Alex Jones, I'm going to take him at his word. You know, as a man, when somebody says something, you're taking them at their word. That's how you're going to deal with them. Kyrie Irving told that reporter, I do not support Alex Jones or anything he stands on. I just put up a link to something that he said back in the 90s about secret societies and occults. That's true. We all know this, sir. Y'all not finna sit up there and act like y'all never heard the words Illuminati, Freemasons. Y'all not finna go up there and start acting like y'all didn't hear that. So him putting that up there and saying what he said in that post-game interview, Charles Barkley, you're right. You guys shouldn't be talking about it. But again, you let Twitter dictate how you run your show. Kenny was right. There's plenty of people, which I mentioned before, that have promoted people whose views and likes and dislikes were not for everybody, i.e. LeBron loved putting up Jay-Z songs. Again, are you going to go down that road? LeBron wears a Yankee hat. Are you going to sit up there and say he's promoting the Yankees? No, he's told you that's my favorite team. I'm not promoting them. That's my favorite team. See, when y'all play this promotion game, oh, this is promotion, this isn't promotion, you're going down a bad road here. And we can't do that because as older people, we are entrusted to teach the next generations that words have meanings. Now, if Kyrie said he wants to be the voice for some of the silent, okay. But from what I've seen with Kyrie Irving, he's a very private person. And I'm just going to say it. Most of this vitriol that comes from Kyrie was the fact that he didn't take the Bell Biv DeVoe. That's what this really comes down to. Y'all thought he was being selfish by not taking it so he could play basketball. Pretty sure that your overall health and you being one to raise your kids takes a lot more precedence than you taking something that you feel as though you don't want to take just so you can earn some money. And as black men, Shaq and Charles, for y'all to bring up the fact that Adam Silver is Jewish and talking about he's insulting his religion and you're trying to be nice to all the religions, you already started off your argument bad. And this is why the only people that really agreed with you were white folk, based on the comments I saw. Because even black folks were like, what did he do that was so wrong? He put up a link. What are we doing? But that's all I got to say on this, folks. Y'all can sound off in the comment thread in the live chat. I don't know, man. I mean, Shaq, sir, before I go, I forgot, you also promoted violence against David Robinson. Not physical, but you sat up there and made lies about that man. Took for a decade, and you had just recently said sorry to that man. You weren't canceled, sir. So I would think about that before you shoot your mouth off again about somebody promoting something that might be harmful to somebody else. But anyway, I'm out of here for real, folks. Y'all already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right, share, like, and subscribe, because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. By the way, if you want to join the members only section, just click the join button next to the subscribe button. It's $5 a month. And you'll get access to cooking videos before the public sees it, and topics and possible live streams that will not be suitable for broad YouTube until I download it and edit it. But yeah, folks, take care, stay safe. I'm out.